Yeah, okay, it looks like most of us are up at Graham's right now, but we'll meet up at Blood Designers, so...
I'll be right back. I gotta relog because I have a small glitch.
Alright, no worries.
So we're meeting at Lugs?
Yeah, we're meeting at Lugs.
Hey, Warleader.
Hello, everybody. If you're watching this tonight.
Hello.
Sorry, Ugmog, I forgot you had to turn that on for each character.
Yeah, no worries. Fortunately, you don't have to reset the voice settings for each character, because that would just be all kinds of fun.
Yeah, that would suck.
Alright, we're going to give Yargax the Cheesy Poof.
Yeah, one Kiki Pierce. I don't get the skull. I always had the skull before.
I was planning to go off the colors I gave everyone in the thread, and I didn't have any plan here. I'm giving more lucky skull, sorry.
Now I just feel sad.
Stan, do you want the spear or the leaf?
Doesn't matter.
No, not you, Tip.
I thought you said something here.
How long we have before we
The leaf.
get rolling?
Okay, we're gonna start shuffling some people around here so we get semi-balanced groups.
I think he's talking about by rank.
Rank and numbers, I'm kind of using them interchangeably.
What's that Reaver doing in here?
Tarek, this is a Warleader group. Get out. You can't even hear.
He's drawing what bubbles?
Kittens, inspired by kittens.
Yeah, that about sums it up. Okay, what was that?
Creep?
Oil's been buggy in Lugs the last couple of days.
Yeah, I know it triggers on spiders, but I didn't know it would trigger on just a bunch of Warleaders standing around. Maybe it triggered because the flag got put up short over here.
It was on your banner. Sorry, I was hitting the wrong key for voice.
Oh, the banners will do it. Huh.
Yes, the banners will do it. Spider babies will do it.
Would you mind putting anyone except for Airwinner in Group 4 just for a second? I'm trying to arrange my party bars or whatever. Just so I get a good idea. Alright, thank you.
Sure.
Do we have a rank 7 or higher in each group?
I don't think we do right now, but I'll just get on that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm all set on the Group 4 thing if you want to switch back or whatever. Thank you.
Now I'm just going to throw myself over to Group 2, I think.
I've been playing Warleader. It's my only healer for only a couple months, but I just found out yesterday that you can shrink the fellow bars. It used to be that when I would raid heal. Huh?
You can shrink the fellow bars?
Shrink them, yeah.
Yeah, you can make them a lot smaller.
Yeah, I have them, since I'm pretty much always in a raid, I have them just large enough that I can read the names, and I have the box check that says show dispellable debuffs only, so I don't get overloaded with buffs on my screen.
Oh, that's a good idea. I need to do that. Thank you. Because with all those area effect buffs, if you're running in a big raid, they're constantly flashing off and on, off and on, and off and on.
Yep.
And it sucks.
And it also makes stuns stand out. When you get high enough rank, you'll get snap out of it, which will break a stun.
Nice.
Yeah, personally, I don't do the dispellable effects. I do show only effects cast by you, just because then I can keep tracks on when I have the imposing presences we have to go down stuff, put that back up and such, see who's actually in range. And then I usually only do that when I'm running Vent at the same time, because I seem to get lots of lag when I run Vent in the game. And for those of you who don't know, both of those effects are found under the social options.
Do you have to restart after you check those or something, because mine aren't showing?
No, I just checked mine. It's working. Or at least it's showing nothing for me.
Yeah, I checked both of mine, and I'm seeing imposing presence that I put on my group, except for Taiva Laka Blaka. Rule number 1 of war leading: never pronounce someone's name correctly. Makes them think they're special.
Really? I break that rule all the time. I'm a bad war leader.
Well,
okay, we're gonna go
the easy ones, it's okay. Everyone?
I'm heading up to you guys now.
Do we want to designate one person per group for auras?
I don't know if we're going to designate per se, but it sounds like a plan.
We'll probably be cross-grouping auras shortly enough anyway. Get enough war leaders and swap people around in groups enough, you'll end up with auras that hit everybody in range instead of just your group.
By the way, switch to group 1, Ugmog, and Vent.
Okay, got it.
Just so I know, are we being recorded like you were saying might happen, or?
We will be later on. I don't see American Golden Star here, but they're going to do that.
We own this.
I got 2 freeze behind me.
Where are you? Oh, he's way back there.
Yeah, I'm going in your way. They're chasing me.
Poor lugs.
No, not poor luck. Just turn around.
Okay.
Poor lugs is the wrong side of lugs.
And poor lugs is right up the hill from
Just put the bubble on me.
Bubbles on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
The other Guardian's running away. They're both running.
Of course they're running. They realize that they can't kill anything, but they can get away.
I don't know where they're running to.
They're running to
That
the
way,
one
but
shot,
dead.
of course. Come on, pussies.
Tag them.
Yay, infamy.
It doesn't change anything,
Yeah.
even if we tag them.
We'll still get infamy.
Yep. All you have to do is hit them once, and one-shots will give you full credit.
No, it gives just 2, you see? It's not like it was before.
Ah, bummer.
Wow.
That's why I hate that. They're always going into the one shot to prevent us from getting infamy.
I thought it was just to prevent us from getting KBs, because I always got infamy off it.
Getting
Yeah,
killed by a
whatever.
one shot should give you a 1 hour debuff or something.
Whenever Lee K would run his whole raid into the one-shots, we'd get full infamy. But that was...
Yeah, that
Not
was
like that
months ago.
anymore.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, hey, frankly, I'd run from 14 war leaders too, man. I'd be like, there's no way I'm even gonna hurt anyone.
So we're going up to the air doors and outpost.
Yeah, we're going back to the
There's
outpost.
a free-
And apparently we are actually getting recorded right now, so yeah.
There's a free petting towards the
It's Warleader,
down to TA.
Alright, everyone's up for show.
Scream at him till he dies. Oh, there goes Mayhem here.
One more who's gonna get away.
He's
Yeah,
going to the water eventually.
Just turn left, we're going over to the outpost. What was I saying before we got interrupted by the freaks? Oh yes, the 4 hooligans who are in charge of this whole mess, we've all got something floating over our heads, and we're all either raid leader or raid assistant.
Nice. Thanks for setting this up, man.
You know, no one ever sets up war leader things, and I've always thought about it before. Plus, it seems like a good opportunity.
Yeah, I would have in the past, but infamy is not just something you get in-game. But no, we need to go to the one above the falls.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you guys probably know, most of you probably have played Freaks another side at one point or another, but nothing's more frustrating than getting a whole bunch of Freaks and all of a sudden they all raise. And you have to fight them again.
I'm only hearing about half of that, dude.
Oh, okay.
You're, chopping. The res, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, if you can hear me, I was just saying that res is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
Oh, he screamed him to death.
yeah, that's a pretty nice alpha strike we're gonna have, I think.
Oh yeah, we should be able to walk in and blow up anyone who's got about 5,000 health with one volley, as long as we time it right and get the debuff up.
I think there's going to be a lot of blown eardrums tonight.
Gonna debuff up, let him have
So what is the debuff and what rank do you get it?
The debuff is called Call of the Shadow. It's minus 1,073 shadow defense, so it's basically just more damage. And you pick that one up at rank 4.
Right now we're
Well, we're at an outpost. That reminds me
I'm just talking.
of when you have your Banner of Terror and you don't have it traded to drop in combat. If you're approaching an outpost where there are freeps, you can drop it outside or on the bottom floor before you get in combat, and it will cover the whole outpost.
Yeah, they do a cone up.
Hey, welcome to the party, Reaper.
That being said, I love the trait that lets me drop it in combat.
Somebody share it?
Right, I got that. No, I don't.
I have it.
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting more filled up.
So, what's the,
Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off with what the Warleader is. So, what all of our hooligans who are in charge of this, we'll just go ahead and say what you think the Warleader is as a class. Just like 1-2 sentences. And we'll start with Yarg.
well, to me, Warleader is the best war-leading class. I'm a old-time raid leader, and Warleader always worked the best. Survivable, able to lead the charge and do an alpha strike and walk away. Where did you want to head, Doug?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just kind of heading towards TA, but we could move around and go to TR.
No real preference. Okay, Warlock's going to give your definition.
Yeah. Warleader class, in my view, is a great class because, you know, you punch your buddies in the face to heal them, and then you punch the freaks in the face to kill them. Not really a finesse class, but yeah, about as much finesse as a Mack truck, and I think that's excellent.
Okay. Barrage, who is Stan, for those who don't know, but she goes by both names.
Well, in my experience, the Warleader does the heavy lifting, the healing. You got defilers with their hots and their buffs, but that's you're going to get the biggest heals generally off the Warleader, sort of like the way that minstrels heal for the freeps, and in fact we have a better group heal than the freeps. But heavy lifting healer. I guess that's kind of my summation.
If I bring a troll and you guys healing it, we'll never die.
Yeah, for myself, I think of the Warleader as a combination between a healer and a tank. It doesn't really have a lot of DPS aside from the burst, but it's got the best armor, it's got the only aggro drawing abilities, and it's got good healing. It doesn't have enough tankiness or damage to offer anything aside from the healing, but the healing on its own, just because of the cool way that works, I don't think that that's the only thing it's supposed to be sitting there doing. It needs to be doing a bit more than just that.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's why they're great for leading raids, because they have that. You can be a raid assist target, because you can be a damage assist target, but you can be a healing assist target. But with your shouts, you can just run to the front, take a lot of punishment, and do as you do.
To a right.
Yeah. Freak country here.
But he's debuffed, we'll let him have it. He's exploded before his health bar even moved.
Somebody got a tracker? I gotta drop combat. I'm gonna track. Tracking.
Right over step AC, I'm hearing.
In the wolves, follow wolves.
I got a lot of man on track.
Yep, a lot of man.
They're gonna get that bird got away.
They're at EC, so watch yourselves.
Yeah.
Take out the wolves.
Yeah, the only thing about war leaders being raid assist target, we don't have any sort of route or any sort of charge so we can quickly get to the enemy. So in that sense, I think sometimes spiders can be better.
Oh, they can.
They are.
They're here.
Banner terror down.
I'm on the minstrel in the back.
Dagger, my target.
Yeah, everyone get on dagger, let him have it.
Don't forget to heal in between your shouting. Bubble Thundergrot.
We got a champion over here.
Spam those group heals.
Alright, get on Beleg. I want to kill these champions that are in us, dropping their AoEs.
I've got res.
Alright, finish Sarv. Nice work.
You can't kill us.
Get flogged.
Yeah, I spent mine. Oh, here's some more. Nice hunter. Debuffed.
That was a massacre.
Snap.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Runekeepers, ordinarily, they get to have their fun and do their thing, but when you get enough warriors together, suddenly they become the tactically nuked rather than the nuker.
Yeah.
These guys are just going to run in here thinking they're going to get away.
This is coming from the res a lot.
Okay, everyone run all the way
in the wall.
first room and just pull everything. Drop your banner, and then we'll just kill everything here.
Hey, they're coming right in behind you, Outlaw.
Alright, turn
Right
around.
after
Yeah.
north wall.
Got a bird out at the entrance to decide the fight.
I'll start taking down these NPCs. I'll focus on melee attacks on the NPCs. You want to save your shouts for the freaks that show up, because that's our best nuking.
We've got some tasties here, if we can get a nice nuke going.
Do the banner effects still go to the top floor of keeps, or is that just Outpost?
Got a arcade coming around.
But it doesn't have a whole lot of range, and it'll typically despawn around the time you get up there. So I'll drop
arcade
on the
coming through.
Lowest floor of the... Yeah, I'll drop it on the bottom floor of the stairwell, but I'll typically replace it on the second floor and then not worry about it after that till we get further down the hallway.
Okay, we've got a...
You're in the main room?
Yep.
Pushing through
My target, I'm getting ready to debuff.
Oh my god, level 40.
Nuke my target.
Okay, everyone nuke Envoy.
That's the one thing on war leading, a lot of the time you'll get...
Rising guard guy?
Thank you.
Oh, Ragnarok,
Double
It's
screen
nice
war.
and easy to lead from the front.
I've got the banner of terror down again.
Dagger, my target. He is debuffed.
Actually cancel that.
He resisted.
Radar, we need to kill Radar.
We got 2 damn NPCs on us. Can't cast.
Dagger. If you get a shout.
Rising.
Got him.
And that is one major weakness of war leaders. Until you get rank 6 and pick up commander stance, healing just holds so much NPC aggro.
I just make an AoE res right before I die. Take this, bitch.
Keep in mind those NPCs will screw up healing induction, so try to get some of those cleared in the back.
and don't forget you can heal out of group of crack the whip.
I'm mapping back.
We need to kill this NPC.
Alright, my target finish off this champion.
Don't talk about the target.
He is debuffed. And down.
Main focus.
Okay, I'm back.
The disadvantage to war leader healing in a raid is that if the target's being focus fired, chances are it will die before your heal goes off.
That's why we got bubble.
And that's also why I hit my AoE heal as often as I can. Because you almost have to be psychic.
But I'm dropping my res.
If we don't kill the minion, we never gotta kill them.
I got Minstrel on target.
Yep.
Yep, get on bag.
Okay, debuffing. Now they're running. Switch to Hunter. Debuff, get him.
Bubble Sunfair. Bubble is not a guarantee.
No, it was too late.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it here. But when I get back up, my res is up.
They're running Ogmog. Probably too late.
No, it looks like it was in time.
I'll get next res.
Alright,
res.
Alright, drop this. See?
Wrestling.
Melee attacks and everything just poured on Veleg. He's right in front of us doing his AoE thing, so just get him. And run.
They've got a lot of healers.
You bet they do. Alright, someone just go ahead and pop your res off, and then we will get out of here.
Yeah, they're just rezzing as much as we are.
Right, everyone start backing off.
We don't have enough range to get their healers. Ah, well.
And they got extra healers because they knew we were coming.
Well, the point is that the
Make
short
them
range...
come out of
That's
there
right,
and make them reach their healer.
The Warleader shout is just too short a range to keep their minstrels in combat.
Yeah, it is. And with the NPCs, we can't just charge right into the back lines. Whereas in the open field, we'll just use that and let them have it. The beauty of being a Warleader, you've got heavy armor and a lot of health. You can just take the punishment for a little bit and just get in front of them. Alright, we're going to go ahead and back off TR right now.
That is one thing you need to note when you're playing.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and back off.
You'll be well behind lines beyond any other class. So, you know, and I'm guilty of this as much as anybody. I probably was the first one to be guilty of this, which is, you know, you'll run all the way and then, boom, you'll find yourself, you know, a whole hallway ahead of your raid. Because nobody else has the same ideas that the Warleader can because they die fast.
Yeah, typically, no, just saying it with white hand raids, since we tend to have the same people all the time, typically have, you know, your Warleys are following right close behind the Reavers, so that you're in bubble and healing range, but typically we have the Reavers out front. So if you have a pet Reaver, let them stay about 10 yards in front of you.
The best thing is to have one Reaver per Warleader, so you just have to take care of your Reaver.
Exactly. But yeah, as far as being survivable, since I'm covering the raid healing aspect, I have to say that that's incredibly important, just because if you're a war leader in a raid, and you will be marked by the freeps, and you will be focus fired. So the Grishler School of War Leading says aim for 10k morale.
Yeah, I tend to disagree with that, and to some extent I do get away with not running with 10k, but there are times when I have felt like it would have been nice to have more health.
Yeah. 10k, I'm way behind.
Well, and then the better you are, the more you get targeted too.
So for those who are joining us live, this is a
oh yeah,
everyone we're more instructional about everything that's going on. And thank you for.
I think part of it also depends on what kind of situation you find yourself in. If you do more solo or small group fighting, then the highest health might not be your top priority.
Right.
Yeah, you want to expect for damage then.
Mhm. Well, and that's why, you know, each of the four of us have a different, represent a different style of what you can do out here.
Yeah.
So by all means, just take what any one of us says as gospel. It's all flexible.
Yeah, let me just say right now that that's probably my favorite thing about the War Leader is, of all the creep classes, War Leaders are without a doubt the most flexible in terms of what they can do. The other creeps, they're really stuck with exactly one job. Defilers, they heal. That's about it. Everybody else, they do damage. That's pretty much it. War Leaders, I can tank, I can do some burst damage, I can heal, I throw buffs, whatever.
Yeah, see, I was told that the only thing a war leader is good for is buffs and heals, and that's it.
No, not true at all.
Totally not true.
I would say that
some of those countries in arcades.
Sorry, I was just going to say that in a heavy raid situation, if you're in a raid versus raid fight, you're not going to have time to do much else. I'll say that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times Grishler and I have chased down a freak, just the two of us, because we happened to see him off to the side and shouted him off his horse, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. In that last fight, it would have been very different if so many of us hadn't just been goofing around and shouting at things. Granted, we can't all just heal, so that's a disadvantage of the raid itself tonight, but when you're in a raid situation, you know, pop into that healer stance, put up the Aura of Command, and you'll do more damage. Your group will do more damage than you could contribute in any given sense, and heal.
And snap out of it if you're high enough
Yeah,
rank.
did you read those snaps and field promotions?
Yep.
So is a war leader ever really, quote, soloable, and what rank would you say that they might get to that point?
You can certainly do it. No question about it.
Yes.
Rank helps.
I think Ugmok is about the expert on that these days.
It takes a lot.
Yeah. I kind of have the market cornered on Landfall. I am pretty much the solo wave war leader here. No one else disputes that. As for when you can solo, it used to be different back before you got all your passives. Back then, I would say that you could start to go after a hunter at rank 4 when I started backing out Moria, and then you can start going after other stuff by rank 5. I think I dropped my first champ when I was rank 5.
One thing to consider.
What I could. Yeah.
Go ahead. Well, all I was saying is one thing to consider is, with the way things have changed so much, I mean, a war leader could solo anybody. Literally, minstrel, didn't matter who they were. They could solo anybody before Moria. you couldn't stop them from running away, but if they stayed to fight, you were going to win. Turns, add to Moria, things got a lot more balanced, and really now you have to really be tops, or they have to make a big mistake in order to outlast them. Because really that's all you're doing.
I would say, as far as rank is concerned, I'd find it difficult to solo if I didn't have Black Speech, which you get, at rank 5, right? So I think you kind of want that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with Warlock's assessment.
Yeah, I was just curious because I don't group that often, and so I try to run solo almost all the time once in a while I have to.
Here's my rule of thumb for how
I got one in the water.
Okay. By rank 3, you should be able to go after your average hunter or your average LM, who's not that great. You should be able to go after one of those guys and give a pretty decent fight by rank 3-4. You're going to want rank 5 to be able to go after a champion or something else. Rank 6
your
to be
data?
able to survive punishment from just about anything. And at rank 7, the only classes that I cannot that I cannot kill with regularity stuff are burglars, because they are really with the way they're set up right now, they're kind of broken. Rune keepers, who they got one of their... I used to be able to kill them before the last patch. If they weren't that great, I could get them, and I was rank 6. But last patch, they changed one of their buffs, so I cannot pot it out. So I instantly take a lot of extra damage from whenever they throw that debuff up. I don't resist as many attacks. Because of that, I can't take Rune Keepers anymore. And Minstrels, I got one before the last patch, but otherwise, not going to get a Minstrel. It's just a slugfest that doesn't really happen.
Well, and all of this is depending on them sticking around in the fight.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. If they stay to fight, you can kill just about anything, depending on if you have the right rank and know exactly what you're doing, aren't making a lot of mistakes and stuff. But if they decide to leave, they're leaving. That's pretty much it.
And hopefully the proposed changes, I forget, we're not getting a debuff, speed debuff, are we?
No slows, no crowd controls. We are getting some nice damage increases and heal increases. And at first, when I looked at those, I actually bombasted to get the whole thing, because first, when I was directed to it, I was directed to my Lotro page. I did not realize it was a dev who had posted stuff. I thought it was someone making some random suggestions, so it was a lot harsher than usual. But I looked at the Power of Fear thing, and I thought that was ridiculously overpowered. But, on the other hand, they still got they can always run away, so I'll use it if I get it.
Oh, yeah. And that bird took off.
So, can you guys tell us about some of the really cool skills that we really need to know about at higher ranks? I know we get the debuff at 4. And then what else?
You're going to get Black Speech at 5, which is another damage shout. That's where your DPS is going to ramp up. The delve on your intimidating shout is 295 shadow. Black Speech does 422. So with lucky crits, I've seen it hit for 1,000 on occasion.
Well, mine's 470. My Black Speech 473 right now, because I've inspect for damage.
Right, depends on how you're strong.
Yeah.
And what rank was that, Black Speech?
Rank 5.
5.
Okay.
Rank 5.
Rank 6 is where it's at, though.
I was just going to say, rank 6 is probably the benchmark.
Yeah, 6 is the benchmark. But what I was just going to say is, as Warlock was answering that, I hit an NPC right there for a 1,000 with Black Speech. It is our best attack, and when it's the dev crit, the best I've gotten so far is 1,200 on first martial hand.
Yeah, so you want to, get your shadow debuff up first, and then run through your shouts, and you can get some pretty nice hits.
Actually, when I made that, I did it without the shadow debuff. I think a Reaver got him with the Sunder armor, so I still got extra damage from that.
Is the creeps coming from TR?
Oh, yep. I see. There's a hunter right in front. Dr. Raknon.
Okay, let's nuke him.
Crack some heads.
Well, what do you get at rank 6 then?
Commander stance and brawler stance.
Really, rank 7, I would say, is where personally, I'm in rank 6 because I haven't seen much use. But rank 7, you get the banner, and at that point, there's nothing really else.
Oh yeah, that banner makes things wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you get to rank 9, you get
Got a running RK.
a big deal. Yeah.
So what's at rank 9?
2
Or
really
a
nice
racial.
deals.
Yeah, not a racial skill.
Well, there's also
Yeah, when people...
quitters never win.
Yeah, rank 6 has a good racial skill, the imposing presence. With that, it's how people get up past 10k.
Yes. When people
Okay,
talk
they're just
about
running back into
Burakeel,
NPCs.
Burakeel is the rank 9 racial.
Yeah.
Called
Cut
Get a
off,
Grip, is the name of it?
Red circle.
Yeah, it's Get a Grip. Okay, everyone this way, we are skirting the front of VR because they're all holed up right inside there, and we're not going to get messed with that. We're not going to get involved in that whole mess is what I'm trying to say.
Creeps from the res circle.
Yeah. You can't stop them, but...
Alright, everyone over here by the tree.
Yeah, shout at the bird.
Is the tree by the rock?
Yeah.
That's the one. It's the tree. You can just bob the tree.
But anyway, the Burakeel will hit 6 targets for 100% of their morale.
Couple behind.
Yeah.
Res you Ridash resin. Sadir is Warlock's target.
I'll get Bellow Tricks over here. Oh, oops, no.
Ah, damn, there's a level 40 hunter in the bush over here, but it's running.
Watch me blow up.
That's that thing you were talking about where all of a sudden you're way ahead of everybody else.
I was trying to flank them. It's not my fault nobody followed me. Story of my life. I got it. I'm up.
Alright, everyone back up.
Oh, one thing to recommend too to new war leaders who aren't familiar with the rules of the things, turn on skill assist forwarding. Because you can target... Ooh, a creep coming right through us.
You're welcome.
So how does that work, the skill assist forwarding?
Well, you target a
creep coming from the res. Sorry.
If you target a creep, then what you're able to do is
level 40 hunter.
Whoever he's targeting, and if you target a creep, you're able to attack guys that he's got targeted. Basically, it means you only need to target one guy, and then you can heal and fire off your attacks.
One shot.
Here, let me grab a bear and we can show target forwarding. If I can find one.
Yeah, there's one up there.
I've got one right here.
It's dead anyway.
Let's see. Oh, Darkman's on.
Yeah, so explain that. You can target a creep and still heal?
Hang on, I'm bringing a
For
bear.
example.
Hang on, we'll demonstrate. I'm bringing a bear to you guys.
Oh.
Don't kill it. All right, I'm bringing a bear. Please don't kill it.
As you can see, I'm going to hit heal, and it's going to pop up over Warlock. Now, granted,
these
he's
hunters.
going to target me.
All right, now it's on me. Check this bear out. This bear is attacking me. Yargax is targeting the bear, but he can heal me through it.
And that way, if you figure out who's the raid assist target for the other team, you're golden, because everybody's going to target whoever he is. Ooh, yeah, the troops are coming for us.
I've got banner terror down. Everyone, let's do this.
Get those heals up.
Popping a res in the middle. My res is on cooldown. Never mind. Somebody else pop it, please.
Okay. Got it. You will be near the
I have a healing Ringkeeper on target.
Everyone on Buva, we need to assist.
My target.
Get right on it.
I'm dead.
Boy.
Yarg and Warg, I want you guys to do a quick hit count with me.
Yeah, boy.
I think I see about 2 full raids of creeps. How about you guys?
That would have been my guess, roughly. Might be a little shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
over.
Definitely more than a raid.
Yeah.
I don't see any gang squad.
So what, about twice our numbers? We're sitting at 3 groups.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, so basically they went with double our numbers for that whole thing, so that's why we exploded that fast.
So, just to clarify on that skill assist heal, who does it heal then? If I'm targeting an NPC, the first person you're targeting?
That NPC's target.
Oh, that NPC's target. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, when you have to heal, the first thing it'll do is try to heal the person you're targeting. Now, if that's an enemy or an NPC or whatever, you can't target those, you can't heal those, so it'll go to that the next target that it's targeting and try to heal that.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna set up that option. Where is that?
Yeah. That should be under combat options, I believe. Hey, Dark.
Yep. Combat.
Hey, man, what's up?
Skill target forwarding. Hey, man.
Is it skill target forwarding?
Yes.
And those those options will remain independent between this guy and my fleet, right? Or do I got to switch it back if I don't want that on my name?
I think it's independent. I think it's per.
Yeah, they stay independent. I've always had to set it up.
It is independent.
I mean, I set it up so long ago, I can't remember, but...
Yeah, I set up a number of that stuff now. Yeah, skill target forwarding, you have to turn that on for each character you have, creep and creep, and you can turn it on and off independently of each other.
That's very cool, though. I can't believe I never knew about that.
It is very handy.
Westbridge.
You know what? Let's turn around and... Should we go to the Delving or Horror Hollow or something? I was going to try to go for Outpost, but we're not going to get past the freaks and get up there.
Maybe we go Grotham way.
I will be back in just a few minutes.
Alright, see ya. I'll tell you what, let's go to Horror Hollow. They're not likely to bother us over there, and we can have a bit more time to talk stuff before having to get interrupted by freaks again.
Maybe we'll see Luke.
He's still around?
I heard he's back.
Did you know I was his father? Oh, that's a Star Wars humor for you.
I was gonna say, I thought Chief was his father.
No, I'm like the anti-Luke. Actually, I'm the anti-whoever's in charge over Freepside. At least it used to be that way.
There's a reason Nat's last name is what it is, right?
Yeah. First there was Ryan.
Good old Ryan.
Alright, thanks for stopping by, Sid. Have a good evening. Hope you feel better.
I still remember the day when Essence came out to the Ettenmoors with 643 morale. In light armor, I might add. Oh, just an FYI, jump when you're in the water. You go faster.
Unless, of course, you actually manage to be standing up, which is a fun little trick to abuse because the Warleader is the tallest, being an Order he's the tallest character model there is. So you can stand up in water that Freeps and other guys cannot stand up in, so they're swimming, and then you can actually run and move faster than them. Occasionally that lets you get away, which is the only times you ever really get away as a Warleader.
The raid is headed toward LC.
I never do that.
Yeah, we might end up having to try to defend LC if they push it.
Yeah, we'll go for that in a moment.
Quick question. To bring up the next topic, perhaps, what do you guys do for your trading?
I think I'll tackle this one first.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll leave it. Alright, do we want class trade?
You're cutting in and out.
Corruptions or both?
Class first, then corruptions, perhaps.
Okay, then. My class traits I have the improved whiz, which is enhancing your feet, has enhanced field motion, which is plus 10 seconds of the bubble.
You're cutting out really bad, I'm
shield master. Right.
I found that doing short bursts of voice help with that. So say a sentence, stop.
Yeah, it's just my internet connection. It's just doing random things to me. It always does this on Friday mornings. It'll start hitching. Okay, so I have the improved bubble and improved res. That's 7 seconds to bubble and a lot more health and power when you res. Plus minus 1 minute cooldown. Then I have shield mastery and avoidance boost. That's just basic defense stuff, avoid attacks. And then I slot harsh language, which I feel is just a non-negotiable. That's plus 25% outgoing healing. And I have the lead the charge for the in-combat banners.
Doing a reverse order this time, so same.
Oh, I suppose. Let's see. It's been so long since I looked at my traits. What do I have?
So basically we should forego damage and power for defense and healing.
Well, we haven't gotten to that yet. We're just looking at corrupt class traits right now. I've got... Oh, hey, look at that. I've got the same as Ugmog. So, snap out of it. Enhanced bubble, enhanced res, in-combat banners.
Does anyone have the merit quest to share? Sorry to interrupt. Thank you.
Oh, because I had it and I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's because it's classified under Lugazag.
Warlock? Oh.
Let's see. Oh,
But, oh, go ahead.
got a freep on the hill, looks like. Saw somebody say it.
Gotcha. Oh, he's Slogger. Okay, North Hill. They're long gone. It's one thing about war leaders. You never really have to worry. You're going to wind up not catching them.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. A lot of time.
Sorry to interrupt. Is that more than that?
Let me pull my traits up. Yeah, I mean, just like the other guys, enhanced field promotion is kind of a must. Martial language is a must. Shield mastery, combat banners, enhanced line of peace. And then, as far as I'm concerned, that's not, you can do avoidance, you snap out of it, pretty much anything. And certainly an entirely different set if you're running solo, because you don't need the improved res, you don't need the improved bubble. You're pretty much trading for avoidance and damage at that point.
So I might have missed it. At what rank do we get the bubble?
You get bubble at rank 2.
And then you get the improved trade, what, at rank 4 or 5, something like that?
4.
I think it was 3.
Put a freep riding in. 3 freeps riding in. 4. Lots.
A lot more than 3.
All of them.
It's Like
just dance around.
Just kill DK.
Focus on our target assisting this time.
I'll be on healing.
Like's got a lot of heals.
Drop my res.
Yeah, you said target like Like just because he gets some heals. Seriously, we're gonna.
Well, also Like is their target assist.
Yeah.
Like is their target assist, so you target him, and if you have the chance, you can save the person. But they've wised up. They've got multiple target assists. Oh, they've got one per group.
Yeah.
They're taking out 4 at a time. That's what.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just 2 per raid. Who knows?
Well, I had 6 around me. I don't know about you guys.
He was just ranged up there too, just sitting up there and picking us off.
A group like that is basically no dealing with it. Not
Yeah.
going to take any of the heavies. Best shot is probably to get in the back and go for a healer or a squishy. Try for a kill before we wipe.
I always prefer hunters.
Yeah.
Well,
Hunters and minstrels.
So as for me,
I love going for runekeepers.
So group raise, when do we get that?
First level? Rank 1?
Res?
Rank 0?
Yeah, res is the basic skill. You get that for free.
Well, so I have the regular res. Don't we get a group res?
No, you have the group res.
That is it.
Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't realize this was group.
Yep, that's all it is. It's just a single res.
Now, do we at some point get a regular res?
No, that's all you get.
Nope.
It's 5 targets in range, 5 friendly targets. So it's not just people in your group in your raid. It's any creep.
Just like the group heal. Or the Uruk heal, I should say.
Yeah, Uruk heal.
Well, except the Uruk heal will try to if res was like a rookie, we would be trying to res banners and pets and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Which I forgot to mention this when we were talking about Uruk Heal, but the Uruk Heal, it'll hit anything that's outside group, in group and stuff, and you really have no control over what it's going to hit aside from trying to limit how many people are in range. So I mean, you can full heal a troll for whatever, 70,000 health and such, and miss yourself when you've got 100 health left that we're trying to get yourself.
Warlock, did you finish yours on class skills?
I did, yeah, I was done. I pointed out what I had. Mostly I'm spec for grouping, and then you'd have a totally different, or mostly different set if you were going to run solo.
Yeah. Well, right now I am kind of on a solo build. I've got damage boost, snap out of it, shield mastery, avoidance boost, harsh language, and banner drop. The snap out of it, you know, you can use outside of your group, I think. Right?
Yes,
yeah,
you can.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's why I keep it. You know, the only thing I really change is I swap in extended field promotion for damage boost. When I go into a group, I don't use the enhanced go on your feet, just because I like that extra avoidance, even though it's 520. That's half a percentage point. The later levels, things change too, because you wind up getting some different class traits. If I weren't using before lead the charge, and if you don't really want to use lead the charge, I'd go with empowering if you're in a group. And I'll then switch to corruptions.
Come on, folks.
I trade for common mitigation, critical protection 2, common mitigation 2, health for power 2, health for damage 2, health for damage 1, and that leaves you with 1 left. And I've swapped in tactical resistance 2. Lower your physical resist, but that 780 will really hurt Runekeepers, because everything they do is tactical.
And minstrels too are tactical.
And more masters.
Yeah. This is all pretty high damage stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at OOC, it looks like the Freaks is split off, and there's 3 different groups going all over the place.
And then, that talk about trading for, solo and small grouping. It's like, and then that's kind of opposite the way that Grishler and I do it. Is we have health for power 1 and 2, health for damage 1 and 2, common mit, and crit protection. Because you're not getting a lot of common damage off of Freeps, but the NPCs are doing it.
Yeah. I always do common too, just because of that.
Yeah.
Because you're going to pull NPC aggro being a healer.
Now, keep in mind that the damage traits affect your healing output as well, but we ran some numbers and it's really kind of negligible overall, especially if you're going for high health.
Yeah, it doesn't affect a whole lot. That said, I do it a bit differently. I used to do the corruption for improved common mitigation, but after the last patch when they changed free bleeds off of common damage, I went ahead and dropped that, and what I'm currently running now is I'm running health for power 1 and 2, and I'm running damage for power 1 and 2, and then I've got tactical resistance 2 and physical resistance 2.
Kind of cancel each other out. but still get something from both?
No, they don't. Yeah, but even if you do the...
Well, yeah, no, I meant they cancel the debuff, but you still get... That's what I meant, sorry.
You know, what I was going to say is that even the rank 1 versions will not cancel each other out. With the tactical resistance 1 and 2, with the tactical and physical resist, cry and song resist stuff, what I actually did for a while when I was trying to kill Runekeeper was I could stack up tactical resistance 1 and 2, and then I could take physical resistance 2, and it would undo all of the debuffing that I got from taking both tacticals, and give me a bit more physical resistance than I had before, and still leave me with a whole lot more tactical, because it just gives a lot more than it takes away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get like a plus 780 resistance to a whatever one, and minus 260 to the other one. And the 780 is the rank 2 version, whereas the rank 1 is like 520 or something. It's perfect. It's just about perfect to undo the loss from spotting both of the other two.
Now, one thing too that a lot of people do, I don't know that anybody in here is slotted for it. Maybe Stain a little bit. Oh, that's that entire raid.
Yep.
That, you know, all health. You get health for damage, health for power. You'll get 10k with your imposing.
They're all right behind us.
Yeah, turn around.
Spotted it.
I got banner. Oh, I'm
Bubble hug.
Progress.
Everyone follow my target to bring out damage.
I'm on it now. Red. Nothing.
Switch target.
Yeah. That's too much. Way too much. Look at all those hunters.
We target their hunters rather than their champs.
Yeah, I've got a hunter on my target.
My target. Let's get that one.
One thing that's easy to forget about too is their res. If you're about to go down, if it's up, just burn it, because you're going to burn a lot of that cooldown getting back to the fight anyway.
Yeah, if you're on your way down, pop your res, pick somebody in your group, pop a bubble if it's up.
And it's hard to remember, I mean, that...
Yeah. It's an in-combat instant cast res, so I mean we should be getting more of them off. I think a lot of guys aren't throwing them or something.
Well, or we're stacking them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing too, is, you know...
Well, yeah, they keep taking us at disadvantages positions with more numbers than we do. I mean, get us from behind there, they get us in our one NPC sign. So yeah, whatever. I'm not too worried about getting wrecked right now, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the number one thing you need to learn, being creep side, and you know, if you weren't here back when before book 12, just be prepared to die a lot. Try to take down somebody, but if you don't, you don't. I mean, that's being a creep.
Yeah, that's cool. This group's great for learning and all, but I don't know that a full group of war leaders is the most effective, but I'm enjoying it.
No. Yeah, there's no question that it's not.
Yeah, if you're going to try to make the group effective, basically what you've got to do is work on having everyone at least rank 5, which is, you know, at that point you're trying to get rank 5 war leaders and then get a full race. It's just way more effort than it's worth, and then you get a group that can basically nuke one target if they're all on the same page and working perfectly together, so forget that.
Yeah, I think next time that's what we should do. Just make a commitment, acknowledge target, debuff, and shout them down.
Yeah, I expect us to get at least one kill when we go in, and so that's the only thing that's kind of disappointing me right now. But they did get us from behind, so we weren't set up.
Yeah, well, when we pick our one kill as a champ, our chances aren't quite as good.
True.
Now, what we'll do is we'll pick a Runekeeper next time, because they've usually got 4,000 to 5,000 health. Just get one of those guys, and we'll just explode him.
Oh, I like Runekeepers.
Oh, take them down to south of Orc Camp and show them the path they can take where they can just walk through the water, since they're war leaders.
Oh, really? Don't have to swim at all.
Yeah. Yeah, if you hook around towards the left area, you can actually walk the entire path and not swim at all. It takes some practice to know exactly where you have to stand.
Yeah, like a little ford.
I'm gonna
They're
find that.
Camp, this is our chance.
Yep.
They have enough
NG.
they could burn it down quick.
Okay.
Hopefully we can get there.
Pop mobilize and go.
Don't forget to jump your way across if you had forgotten. When we get there, Ugmog's going to pick a target and we're all going to dump on it.
Cleveland style. And people blagged out.
Yeah, I see that. Alright, we're regrouping right over here behind this tree. Everyone orc still.
I'm going to go see if there's a point. Tyrant's at 92, 90. He's going to be down before. I got a 63 hunter right here. There's a Runekeeper. Oh, no, Minstrel.
Minstrel, per
Jadewind.
Okay, let's go. Debuffed, let him have it.
Dagger's next.
Dagger.
Here we go. 4,000 health hunter, get it.
I took it.
Yeah, I count at least 3 minstrels there, Captain. So they've got a lot of healing to come after us. So with their only
running
chance
to
is
the
we're just guys down like that.
outside a group called the Tyrant.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it's Star's group.
I'm still on Dagger. I'm still on Dagger.
Yeah, let's get Dagger.
He is debuffed.
Double Yargak.
Megalyn is up next. She's down. Dagger is still up.
He's fast.
Dagger's inside lumber camp. He's going out the north door.
Hobbit flop. I mean, minstrel flop, sorry.
Dagger's at the north door. Oh, he's playing dead.
Yeah. Just heal yourselves until he gets up. When he gets up, have your shouts ready.
And I will debuff him. Alright, go.
Go.
Down.
They've took off. Take out the CG.
Yep, I've already got him here at the north gate.
Alright, let's finish Bob.
Okay, that's the one thing. Versus NPCs, we're unstoppable.
Oh yeah, with this many
Speaking of NPCs,
one
my
guy heals the whole
Ratcher has
aggro,
to interrupt
doesn't
now.
matter.
Just make sure that you have Aura of Command up on your group and do auto attacks, and then just heal. CG's debuffed.
Yeah, everyone just focus on the CG, forget everything else. We've got AoE heals, we'll just drop those and no one's gonna go down.
Be sure to occasionally throw a single target heal if you're spec for healing right now, so that whoever's tanking him.
Yeah, and when you get into a really thick cluster situation, you know, don't just spam that AoE heal. You've got 10 seconds in between to do other stuff.
Yeah. Hit your hit your cleave. Shout when it's up.
Creeps on South Hill, it sounds like. Check it out.
Yep.
See how many we got.
Mobilizing.
Alright, everyone over to South Gate, regroup.
Tailmage says North Gate. Oh, going to East Gate.
It sounds like they just rode right past and went by North Gate.
Yeah.
I went down the hill or around.
Keep getting large amounts of lag, and I just started using the latency thing. It's counting as packet loss. Is that typical with Moore's lag, or is that maybe my connection?
Yep. That's probably Moore's lag.
There's
Okay.
no lag like Moore's lag.
It's worse around the zone boundaries, like
Sure.
crossing from Hiflad to Hordale right now, and that usually creates a pretty good loss.
Yeah, I went up to 20 mega Mbps.
Okay, but so when it happens though, it'll show as packet loss on the latency thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure it's not my machine. Thanks.
You're gonna go nuke people at EC?
I don't think so. I get the feeling it's going to be League K plus extras, so it's probably going to be a one raid.
Yeah, that'll be a
there's
wipe.
one right there. Oh, never mind.
Plus, they'll probably put a bunch of hunters up on that back platform. That's what they always do. So if you go into the front door, you just get vaporized.
Alright, so this black spot here, that's a fire trap. We've got the aggro skill fracture, so just try to get some aggro on the NPCs and then keep them right in the fire trap. It'll burn them up.
There's about 5 just across the bridge.
Zilla Witch.
Seeing a lot of freeps out here that I don't usually see.
Yeah, I think they heard the captains would be out tonight, or the war leaders.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that assessment. And that's the only reason League's out this time. Otherwise, usually League doesn't come out till about 11.
Just an FYI, I just devastate critted with Black Speech for 1123.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, what's up, guys?
It's possible to get those big numbers, and I wasn't even near a banner.
Tell me it was against a freak.
No. My target, Harley Sue, is debuffed.
Debuffed.
Got your bubble yard on Harley Sue?
I got your bubble log.
Dark and critical. Oh, here, flexing rod. Okay, do not go in. They're just gonna. You know, jerks. With our feelings.
Yeah, ignore the Naxis, he's just sprinting.
We can taunt them out with our roars.
Hey Yarg, I'd like you to keep an eye on Panaxis, and the next time he comes into the middle of us, just call it out and we'll switch onto him and get him.
Okay, Panaxis?
Probably
right
there on the road.
Top too.
He just entered the tree line.
Shout him! Shout! Shout! Shout!
You got you.
This guy Zimbro's on me.
Nah, he got healed.
Budhorn's up there. I wonder if we could blow him up. Everybody get to my location.
I'll need to
Bud's
wait for
just gonna
him to
sit there.
Cooldown. Oh yeah, he's gonna sit there.
Really?
Alright.
He put his back away.
Forward, do not attack him.
I got a darkened Dicado.
Damn it.
Okay.
Debuffing.
Debuff?
He's debuffed,
Right, everyone
shout.
get him now. Oh, he ran.
You can still get him at my location.
Debuff? Get him. Everyone, tambourine. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Shout him.
Nice.
I need a heal.
Slogger.
Yeah.
Ooh.
One thing useful to know about the bubble is you gotta pop it early because it doesn't hold right away.
Yeah.
And you know, you're still taking damage through it, so if they have
Zilla
enough
Witch.
fire on you, you're still gonna die.
Witch only has 3k. He's playing safe though.
And oftentimes they'll die before your bubble's even a glimmer in your UI.
Yeah, and they'll still blow your cooldown.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Oh, Zelo.
Zelo fell. Yeah, you got that.
Might want to consider moving to a different location.
Nah.
Focus heals on
Pour the heals on me. See how fast our healing can be with the DPS.
Dump your loads on him. Yeah.
No.
Not fast at all.
Yeah, you gotta have a defiler or something so hops on you, then you really can soak up the damage.
Oh, Venaxis is stunned.
Alright, everyone back up into the tree line. And get Venaxis. The hunters are poured up, one to the top, one to the front. They're going after us now.
Whoa!
Oh,
those hunters, man. Woo.
Yeah, they're tearing me up.
And I got Banner of Terror down. Everyone get behind the trees over here, where I am, right on the shield.
Venaxis has a long stun.
Oh yeah.
Double shogger.
I'm by the banner. Oh, just out of range on that one.
Trying to get my resin before I die.
Well, it goes on
after you.
There's a ton of hunters. That's a full raid.
War Master over here.
It's Lee's group. I don't know where Lee is, but...
Yeah,
Too many
he
hunters.
left, but yeah, they called in the reinforcements and they got us now.
Yeah. Went poorly.
Quick AFK, guys.
Yeah, if you can get onto the bridge, that's the only place you're going to be able to get to.
There's at least a half rate of hunters there.
Yeah, I count way more than 24 people here. That looks like at least 36 plus freaks. Probably getting closer to 40.
Yeah, unless you got
Be right
a
back
crew
in
of
a
wards,
second.
get on those hunters, it's going to be futile.
Oh yeah.
Guys, thanks for all your lessons with war leaders. I learned a ton here. I'm gonna hop on over to my spider Venetial. Have a good night, although I'll see you out here.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay.
I've got about a half hour before my wife points expire. Any topics that we still want to cover, anybody?
Alright, I'll tell you what, everyone go ahead and map back to Gramswood as soon as you can drop combat, and we're going to take just a few minutes AFK, then we're going to probably just cover the last couple of things, take questions from anyone else who has them, and after that, I'm probably going to consider splitting the raid up, and then bringing a whole bunch of Reapers and Wargs, and then we'll go see what we can do to the Freaks.
Don't forget to turn in capture an outpost if you haven't.
Yeah, I'll stay here for the question session, then I'll switch over after we're done.
I don't like that they moved the trainer.
Yeah, healing on the
area
run
sucks.
It can be done.
You throw your bubble. That's how you heal on the run.
Yeah, you throw your bubble, you throw a snap out of it, and you just go.
I think there is a technique to healing your group when you have somebody trying to interrupt you. And I think movement plays a big part of that. Moving in different ways, unpredictable ways, and yet finding places where you can stop long enough to get a heal off.
Okay. Actually, there is a way to heal if you're pulling back. You need to basically start running first so that when you turn around, the people you're healing are at your maximum range so that you have time to heal before you're overwhelmed too. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But that's
Another
my
thing
advice.
is, a lot of the times, tonight's a different case, but a lot of the time, if you're just like a war leader in a raid, they'll just send like a guardian after you. Well, that guardian has an interrupt, but if they interrupt you, immediately hit it again because you're going to get that heal off before it cools down. And most guardians that go out trying to solo the war leader are using two-handed weapons. They're going to not be fast enough to interrupt you before even if they have a 5-second cooldown, which they can't when they're running two-handed.
Yeah.
Even a champ can't.
Well, actually, Yarg, I take that one step further than what you do. We're just going to do a spar right here because the fracture is not an interrupt, so I can demonstrate this. But this is how I get my heals off. This is most of my success with soloing comes right from this. Okay, so I'm taking damage here, so now I'm going to start healing. Alright, I'll start on quit whining so you can get off the interrupt. Alright, so what I do there is I don't just hit the heal once, I queue up the heal. Sometimes I'll mash the heal button like 6-8 times, and what happens is they fire off the interrupt and I'm instantly starting the next heal. There's absolutely no delay there. Against champions who have stuff like the 3-second interrupt with clobber, if you want to get off the banner, you've got to double tap the banner for the command post, and then they interrupt you but it's immune to knockbacks, and it's 3-second induction. It starts immediately as soon as they interrupt, and they come off cooldown just as it goes down.
Yeah, in fact, sometimes I will queue up my group heal, which has a long induction, assuming they're going to interrupt it, and then queue up a crack the whip right behind it. Same, just like you said.
Sorry, I played with my audio really loud. Can you say that again? You queue up your group heal?
Sometimes, if I feel like they're going to interrupt it, I'll queue up my group heal, so I'll get the green aura around my feet, and then I'll queue up my single target heal, which is the heal that I actually want to go off. So they interrupt the group heal that I wanted them to interrupt, and then I have the single target heal queued up, ready to go when they do it. If that makes sense.
And that's when you're fighting in melee range with them, right?
Yeah, that's right. And also when you're fighting in melee range, just like Yarg and Ugmog are doing, they're moving all over the place. When you queue up a heal, just something little like turning with your right mouse button to make sure that they're always in front of you, so you get some blocks. It's going to be a lot easier for you because you're going to block a lot of their attacks because we have such good avoidance. And just like Dark Rain says, you have to know who you're fighting.
Like, he was doing a good job that last one there, knocking me back. He got some good hits. But then right after, I blocked a couple of them and I got off the quit whining and fight, which was a lot longer.
Yeah,
you blocked my interrupt there, nice.
And then from the raid healing perspective on that, you're sitting in the middle of your raid, you're healing, it's a raid on raid fight, and all of a sudden, there's a couple guardians or a champ behind you, just interrupting you. at that point, if you've got a decent raid, just say right in voice chat, I'm being interrupted. That'll tell other people to, hey, you know, watch out for my group. They're going to need heals because I can't. And then what I do is I run donuts around the combat and just make them chase me because I got 10k morale. They're probably not going to kill me. And then when they give up, I go back to healing.
Yeah, I do the same thing, and I like to move up my movement style quite a bit. I know a lot of people, you know, move one way or another, but I actually move with my keyboard and also with my keyboard and mouse, and also I'll drive with only my mouse at kind of random intervals, and if they can't predict your movements as well, then it makes it a lot easier for you to get it.
Yeah, there have been some raid-on-raid fights. Sorry. Yeah, there's been some raid-on-raid fights where I've spent the entire fight just kiting, you know, a couple of guards and a champ, and my group was fine because the other healers knew that I couldn't heal them.
As far as movement goes, a couple things I don't know if you guys knew. You can drive, you know, you probably know that you can turn with your mouse, with your right mouse button. You can also, with both mouse buttons, drive. Right now I'm running around, but I'm not pressing any keys except for my push-to-talk key. So I can kind of randomize my movements that way. That kind of movement can throw a freep off, especially if they're keyboard turning or something like that.
Yeah, one other thing about driving with your mouse, and this is a trick that I found after much practice. What you do is you hit both mouse buttons as you start driving. Then if you let go of your left mouse, you hit both mouse buttons, and then you let go of your right and re-click it, and then you can let go of your left mouse button and keep driving and just hold down with the right click.
Yep. Also, when I'm running, and especially when I'm leading a raid, you probably know that you can move your camera around with your left mouse without altering which direction you're pointing. I'm always panning my camera around. And then if you're, you know, auto running and you pan your camera behind you and you right click, that'll automatically snap you to that direction.
Now, one thing too to note, if you're leading a raid as a war leader does well, yeah, you're going to be right in the middle. You want to see if you can be in melee doing auto attacks, and you know, on an NPC behind them. But you know, scan around, pull that black arrow.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter what direction you're facing to heal.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll just go ahead.
Slog, what killed you?
Oh, you said
what was the bird's name?
Slugs. What was his race, more or less? Because we could track him, man, if he's human bird.
Yeah, I got man trackers on me.
I've got him.
I'm sure a lot have man trackers there.
I'm going to stay out of combat because he's going to hips out once he sees us coming.
Yep.
I'll get first tracker.
It's already running away. Oh, that was... Ugh. Is it human?
Already running?
Okay, I've got this bird. I'm going to solo it right now.
Okay.
So you can come over and watch this if you want to. This is how I solo. Just if you're in my group, be sure to turn off the buffs.
Don't get too close to this. It'll spook the Berg. Berg's at 4K, Ugmog's at 6K. Yeah. Ugmog's gotten some heals off. Putting a command post down now. I'm just going to narrate.
Anyway, sorry about that, everyone.
No
Did any of my...
He can drop his banner in combat.
That's right.
But we can't.
The command post is always able to be dropped in combat. You don't need a trait to do that.
It's a different banner. Yeah.
Yeah. Berg's getting his positionals off.
But now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to drop my other banner in combat because I want to slow down her damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Did any of that last bit I was talking about go through?
Just a little.
No.
And that's what happened. So you can tell I got stun locked there, didn't get any resist. No.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know,
anyway. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, also consider that Ugmog is traded for grouping, not necessarily soloing. But
well,
go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, you know, if you trade for grouping, don't worry I wouldn't worry so much about being a soloer. If you want to solo Freeps, be a Reaver. I mean, it's, you know, it's interesting. It takes a lot of effort, but people can try it on Warleader. But like I said, you know, it's. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I enjoy running solo, and I do it quite a bit when I do come out, which is not all that often recently. But if you want to rank, being a solo Warleader is not the way to do it. We're a group class by nature. We can solo stuff. We can solo any class when they're played badly, and we can solo any class played well when we're lucky and ranked enough.
I think playing solo on a Warleader is, to me, just really boring because, I mean, all of our main skills are really meant for group play, so it kind of sucks a little bit.
Yeah, no question.
I just hit for 1,194.
But I mean, if you want to have some fun and if you want to get into a small group with like some Reavers and some Wargs and just heal them and bubble them, that's where the fun's at.
Small grouping with a Warleader is great. It's probably the most fun on creep side as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and what I was saying before I dropped Link is, you know, if you're a keyboard, I saw somebody say they were a keyboard mover, that's really fine. You know, you're not going to be able to, you know, do anything versus Berg because they're going to just, you know, mess you up. Oops. But typically, just pan around, keep an eye, and move. And, yeah. Watch those health bars.
Okay, this is the first Berg I've ever fought who actually has the full 75% induction slowdown, so I'm going to have to change how I'm doing this. I'm not hitting that hard, but when I stop to heal and then she does the induction, that's getting me.
I mean, with the solo fights, it's really all about how much you could create and about how much you could actually heal yourself. Because if you could just heal yourself constantly, then you're going to win like every fight, but you're not going to be able to heal yourself because you got Bergs trying to interrupt your heals and champions doing their champs horns and guards trying to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's tough for sure. You know, you can beat the best players creep side, but I have to get lucky to do it for sure.
I definitely have an edge, especially when you get to rank 9 plus. You've got a full heal, so.
Yeah.
Now, just an FYI, she's spending a lot of stuff there to get her stuff. 2 Warleaders would have owned that, and that's the thing. You want to at least duo when you're out here.
Yeah, I'm burning a lot of destiny points here.
Yeah. She's burned some potions. She's burned some destiny points. I once, before Moria, even a bird couldn't do anything. If you remember Mir, he and I had a 15-minute fight. I never really threatened him. He never really threatened me, but it was.
You gonna take out this berg, or are you gonna one-on-one?
I'm gonna drop it one-on-one. I figured out how I'm gonna do this one.
Got it figured out this time.
If he does again, I'm hitting her.
What she's doing is she's got the full induction slowdown, and she's trying to stun lock and such. But if I can stay alive and just keep the burn on, she's not healing as much as, say, Nyx would.
Yeah, she's definitely not healing. So I could probably kill her with just my big heal, because I'd get her down, and then I'd just heal myself, and then I'd piss her off.
Yeah, that'd be enough.
Alright, guys.
Yeah, she's dropping pots now.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to step out if we're winding down.
It seems that way.
Yeah, okay.
Just chit-chatting now.
Now there's a trap.
Oh,
right?
by the way, what you saw me do, too, when finding a berg, if you're going to, they're always going to try to get behind you. You don't even have to move. Just spin your mouse around. Let them come towards your front at all times.
Yep.
Because, see, I'm not a great mover.
Okay, she's out of power. I've got this.
Just waiting for her to pop that power potion.
She let you get too far away right there.
Yeah, if you can get a little distance, that's a huge help. Doesn't take much. Just a little separation is all it takes.
Yep. It's all about the healing, really, with the solo
There's
fights.
a pot.
Yep, there goes that power now.
Whoops. Did I just do that? Whoops. Man, I'm bad.
As dirty as an Uruk.
That's what you gotta do.
I do have to say that, honestly, in the current build right now, bergs fighting them is just horrific for anyone.
Yeah, pretty tough. Well-played berg is very difficult.
Yay. That didn't help much. Ooh,
Oh, look, someone joined us. Does anyone even notice him?
Okay, somebody debuff him and then everybody hit him with
I actually
spikes.
didn't even see him.
Oh, you're standing there. Oh, be nice. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, stop attacking.
I actually didn't see him. He's probably been standing there for a while.
I didn't see him, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to catch him.
No.
Rule number 1 of being a war leader, you're not going to catch anybody.
Nope. As soon as somebody runs from you, you cannot catch him. This war leader is the only class to have 0 skills without any CC, so we get no stuns, no roots, and no slows. So then if somebody wants to run from us, we can't do a thing about it.
Now, if they run and they're under like 400 or so, chase them.
Oh, yeah.
Get your mobilize up. You'll catch up enough that you can try to get that one last
Pray for a crit, basically, shout.
Yeah. But then they're gone.
Actually, the check is when they pop their sprint, if I drop combat, I'll just buy the destiny point buff, and they've only got 5% on me, and I'll just chase them down.
So, quick question, just
It's the only time I ever do that.
We were able to get a 1v1 with her. I normally know that jumping up and down signals that you get it, although it's not mandatory for anyone to give it to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but there's no guarantees, and especially since the only fights that a war leader is going to win is a long fight, you're going to get interrupted all the time. It's just going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, does she have legendary knives on her?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, she had full quiet knife set. Well, here's the thing. I think a lot of the questions have been kind of focused on this, doing stuff solo and such. I really just duo, and your goal should be doing damage, but keeping that other person up to do the damage as well. Too many war leaders I see, and I'm one at the front of the raid shouting things down. But when Duns comes to donuts, or whatever the saying is, you're a healing class and a support class, and if you do your job, you'll win.
Yep.
I always see Ugg running around with a Reaver duo.
Reavers are so sick to try to play with them because we could just buff them crazy with our aura of command buff, which gives them a plus 25% melee, plus our bubble, and plus our heals, and plus our res. So just yeah.
It's pretty insane. I mean, the way I see it, when I'm dueling with a Reaver, I mean, I'm going to get targeted first, right? So that's basically like having a Reaver with an extra 10,000 morale. So I figure you can buff them, keep our command up. If I'm going to go down first, that's fine. My bubble will be my dying gift to them, and then they're going to do whatever they can do with another 15 seconds. So you can really tear it up.
And if they attack the Reaver first, they lose. So.
Yeah, then it's even easier.
Yeah, the best group I've ever fought against on my Freep was the guy you couldn't get to come. Anyway, 2 war leaders, Warg, Reaver, and a Spider. Because you mix things in, and it is just ridiculous. You get that spider poop, and no freaks going anywhere. You can just run right away from them, even if you have a 25% speed debuff.
The way you're going to pick who you're going to throw your bubble on area is, number one, you can only throw your bubble inside your group. You can't throw it to people outside a group. And so then you just look for whoever's getting focus fired the most, and the other thing is who's going to stick in there.
You try to do it before 30%. If they're below 30%, you stand a good chance of not getting it off in time.
Yeah, I usually bubble pretty early, especially with as fast as DPS is these days.
Mm-hmm.
And I found too, you can use it offensively. If you've got a coordinated raid, a lot of times the troops will, pick the target that's running at them and into them, so you pre-bubble your Reaper and buy them a lot of time.
Yep.
And don't forget, mock the freeps. It makes them feel wanted. Oh wait, maybe that's how I got my last name.
Alright, Mary Dew, I appreciate you watching this.
Just standing there?
But just so you know, after this fight, I'm probably going to stop recording because I think it's pretty much wound down
For
enough.
another 1v1, I guess.